Now I'm going to show you how to set up the SWI Tech vehicle HUD. Go into your inventory and find it. Right click it and wear it. Alright, this error will pop up, that is normal. Right click the HUD and put it into edit mode. Go to the Contents tab. Click the Permissions button. Uncheck all. Check Scripts. Uncheck Modify. Uncheck Resell Giveaway. And click Apply. And this will set everything to no mod, no transfer. Wait for this to finish. Alright, done. Okay. Now you put your vehicle into edit mode and find your initializer finalizer script and drag it in there. Alright. Touch the vehicle to begin initialization. And the files get sent over. Then it's going to set up the remote load IDs. And then you take the vehicle when it tells you to. Find it in your inventory. Restore in world. It seems to work pretty well. Alright. Right click it. Put it into edit mode. You see this error came up because it took too long to res. But don't worry about that. Just set the scripts to running in selection. This progress will start going up. Sometimes as progress doesn't start going up, then you see that error that just happened. Just wait for all of these things to say they're running and this button will enable. Then just go back to your tools menu and do it all over again. That should fix it. Takes a little while. Yeah, it's getting there. Alright, now it's done. So now just touch the vehicle to connect it to the HUD, and it's all set up. So the first thing normally to do is to bring this physics cost down. You could put all prims, shape to none, and you'll see that the progress goes up and the physics cost will go down. But this car was already good. And then what you would do would be select prim, shape hull, and then select the prims that you would like to have physical values, like the hood, the main part of the car, the doors, the trunk, this door. Alright. Set the root to glass. That'll make the car slide on the ground better. And you could hide the root, but I like to leave it there because for the next few steps it's easier. Alright, so this vehicle is actually drivable right now, but let's make it more interesting. So you're going to add prim words, steer, and select the tires you would like to have steering. And then you could pick roll. These are the ones that will be rolling on the ground as the car drives. It doesn't matter what order you do this in. You could do all one wheel at a time or whatever. And I like to do the burnout. Alright. do the exhaust prims, but we have to get inside the root prim because that's where they are. I'm doing all this with Alt Cam. Okay, this is one of the exhaust prims. The other one's over there. Alright, we'll do the skid mark prims. That's these ones under here. Alright. The cut words thing is for if you put a word on a prim accidentally, like say you put the steer word on the body of the car, then you would do this to remove it, because you wouldn't want that to be doing anything. Alright, so now we go to the light setup, and the drive lights, like for the headlights and the tail lights, you're going to add lights, and you just touch the prim faces that you want to have the lights. You know, this happens to be the same face for those two lights. Okay, you could put the brake light, it could be the same face. Alright, reverse lights, I like to put in here. Warning lights blink on and off from the menu. This car does not have separate faces for the left and right turn indicators, but you would just use this to put in the left one and then the right to go in the right one. Alright. The texture attribute zones, that's for coloring the car and stuff. So here you can make this zone 1. Oh, gotta say to add the zone, that would help. Alright. And this is part of that. Alright, so now for zone 2, you could have this black part of the front of the car here. There's a little vent under the car. And I noticed this blue spot here, so that should be zone 1 to get colored with the rest of the car. Alright, and these two back here. Alright, so you can put this into test mode. Touch the car. Oh, I didn't install root files yet, That would probably help. Sorry about that. Whoops, one page too far. Alright, so you're going to click the root files. You should have done this before when I had first started the car. It's going to send over the files. No big deal. Everyone makes mistakes. Alright, now the root files are over there, so we can put it into test mode. And you can go to setup, appearance, zone A, which is what we had set up. Tint is for the colors. And say we want to make the car, I don't know, blue. So you can pick one of the blues. And see the zones we picked got set. So you can go back to the red that we had. Okay, I guess it was red 9. Maybe red 10. Tricky. Alright, you can go back and set zone 2 the color. Maybe you want that to be some kind of crazy yellow. I just happen to like it to be black. Alright, take it out of test mode and continue on with where we were going. Oh, there's one thing I forgot back here in the print command. See that enter exit thing? Here. You could add words, enter exit, and put that on the driver door, because that'll make this door automatically open when the driver gets in. Okay, drive options, we want the car to start up when you sit down. The menu start would, you'd have to touch the car to get it going. The pig shifting, that's page up and page down shift. Manual, It has cruise control, and the car does wheelies instead of having a horn. Alright, it's driver setup. This part's pretty neat. You can sit in the car. Alright, sit down, dummy. Now, if my position had been way off, you could use these buttons here to move him around. So like he'll move to the Y position. Maybe like him back a little bit. Just hold down the thing and it moves. So he looks pretty good there. Alright, you could set the drive text, which is what gets shown in the menu. Like, hop in. Now if you click ignore here, it's going to take 2 minutes for this text box to be displayable again. So don't do that. Alright, so stand up to save the sit position. And now you'll see up here, it'll say hop in. And then I get back in. Alright. Okay, passenger setup. Add or edit passenger seat. You want to add one. This prim is the passenger seat. So it's going to load that. And when it tells you to, you're going to sit down there. Alright. So you're going to sit on that spot. And see how he's way down in the hole there. So you're going to Z position to move up. Okay, X position back. And you could hide that seat so you could see where he is. Looks pretty good. Okay, stand up to save the position. And move on to the next page. Engine setup. This we're not going to do now because it's pretty much set up pretty good to start off with, but that's for a later video. Drift setup, same thing. Camera setup, if you want to adjust where the camera is when you're sitting in the car. Alright. Brilliant. Lag. Gotta love the lag. Let's try that again. Right now you see where the camera is. You can adjust the distance. Maybe you want it a little closer. The angle you have to set when the car is moving, because you're not really going to see much now. The pitch goes up and down. I kind of like it like this. The lag is how fast the camera returns to position. Alright, next page. Simple move prims. That's for like making doors and stuff. See, new move group. Touch the prim you want to be the door. It's touch type. I'm going to save the start position, which is where it is now. And you put the car into edit mode. Edit link parts. I like to do the rotation first. Put this on local. Just open the door as far as you want it to be. Let's move this out here. Save in position. Right, that's done. Put it into test mode and you can see it work. And since I made this an automatic door, oh, come on, lag, stop. It figures, right? Anyway, let's hop in, the door will open. If I had a good animation here, that would get in the car. He sits down, the door closes. Alright, now he gets out, the door opens, door closes. those times for the animations and stuff would be set back here. So the enter time is how long it would take for the animation to play to get in. This is the turn on time for the car, how long it takes for it to start up. This is the exit and turn off times. And that's it. You've got yourself a set-up car here. And you could have done all the other doors and stuff, but then, now that we're at this point, you could finalize the vehicle. And this sets everything up to being totally done, except I forgot to hide the router. That's no big deal, because you could just put this into edit mode. Alright, and that's all there is to it. Yes, lag has taken the hood away. Okay, now it's back. Isn't it just wonderful, that lag? Anyway, you can get in, drive the car. Probably should have hid the skid mark prims and stuff. See, the wheels are turning. The steer. I obviously didn't put any sounds in, that's for another video. Alright. Yeah, there's the brake lights. Turn on the headlights. Lights on. Warning lights on. Whoops. Okay, we'll turn the lights off. Turn off the warning lights. Brake lights. Reverse lights. And there you have it. A car.